Hello, I'm Bex with Black Whisper Crafts, and I am going to show you how I make super inexpensive pockets for my journals. All you need is a little bit of ink. You don't need this big dark black. I just like the permanent ink for this. But I just happen to have the great big one. So that's what I'm using today. Something to do a little blending around the edges. Little scrap paper. Just happen to have this really inexpensive. I like really, really thin. This is thin. I'll get it out. Really thin paper. And some book pages. Something to cut with. So I always use 2 pieces of book page. There we go. Doesn't matter what kind of book pages. I like to end up with 4 inches wide by 4.5 inches once it's folded in half. So for me, it doesn't really matter. I just cut it off so that there's no white. That. Then turn it over and go to 4 inches. You can cut it with scissors. It doesn't really matter. And you can make it whatever size you want, but my journals are generally 5.5 inches wide by 8.5 inches tall or 8 inches tall. Something under those sizes. So that's why I go ahead and make them 4 inches, because that just is kind of what size I like. You can make them bigger, whatever size you want. So I have 2 sheets here. Then I'm going to fold it in half. Pretty easy to fold book pages. And there you have pretty much your pocket. Get this out of the way real quick. So now you need to do is glue these together. So the easiest way I found to glue them together is to put the glue on whatever is the shortest side, which would be this one. Glue. Trying to use all the glue up out of this one. It's been draining for a while. And it doesn't take very much glue if you're using book pages that are old or they're made out of recycled paper, as I think this one is. Then just fold it together. Kind of smash your glue in. Then I open it up before I make too big of a mess and make sure the glue is smashed to all the edges. There we go. I'm going to get this little piece off here. There. Then go to the other side. Let's see if we have enough glue in this one. Just trying to use it up. But I put most of my glue to the edges. Just a little bit on the inside. Not much. But that's my favorite glue to use for this, because when it dries, it does dry stiff. But you can use whatever glue you want. Push it to the outside. I just make sure and look right there to make sure that there's no separation. These go together pretty quickly. You can make quite a few of them in a very short amount of time. And like I said, you can make them bigger if you want. I just like them to be just a little bit bigger than my tags for these pockets. And I love to say that word, pocket. There, awesome. So now we want to put the front piece on. And if you're going to glue it on, there's no need to put something else on the back if you're going to glue it right into your journal. But if you want to use it as just a pocket that you could put in a pocket, then you might want to, I do, go ahead and glue like a tea stain piece of paper onto the back or something like that. And since this is now 4.5 inches by 4, the little papers I've been using are already 4 inches or roundabout, but I do have a particular one I'm going to use because this one is going to go in my Alice in Wonderland journal, and it has a key on it. So cute. Just screamed Alice in Wonderland. So get one of these out. So it needs to be 4.5 inches. So since there's more, not blank space, but the butterflies are up here, I'm going to cut the off of that end. 4.5. And you can save all of these little bitty bits right here, because in just a little bit, you'll have enough to fill another one up, and you'll have nice little patchwork. It's really pretty. Let's see, fits perfectly. Very simple. And just get your glue. Do the same thing. Just put most of the glue to the edges so that the edges are stuck. And I put the top on first, get my top lined up. And sometimes it might be not as, see, you might have a little on the edge there. I don't mind that at all, because then I will ink it up a little bit, and I think it looks cute. I really like that key on there. So cute. Just smush it to the edges. Just make sure I don't see any gaps. Whatever I squish out, I just keep reapplying it onto the edges. And if you're at this point, you can, if you want, sew around all the edges before you glue it together. That way there'll be a sewn edge at the top if you want. You don't have to sew anything. I will show you some that are sewn so you can just see what they look like, and some that are not sewn. But this is a really quick, easy way to make, and you could use cardstock on the front too if you wanted. But I just like these little thin papers because they're so pretty. I just like them. So let's glue the sides together real quick. I always hold the end that I don't want to glue. That way I remember in my mind. Do not glue that end. Sure have glue on all of it. Go right to the end. There. And you have a completed pocket. Very super inexpensive. I think this little pad of paper might have been $1.50, maybe, at the most. And then the book was from the Dollar Tree, which is $1.25. So cute. You can leave it just like this. But I am going to go just a tiny step farther. Let me hold this real quick here. Squeeze that glue all the way to the edges. This glue dries pretty quickly, but not enough that I want to go ahead and do the edges. So let's put this glue, turn it upside down real quick so I can use more. Okay, I'm just going to turn that. Turn it upside down here. Seems to dry a lot faster if I just turn it upside down. See what I did? I just kind of turned it upside down like that because I kind of get heavy-handed on the glue. So let me get, I have one that already, that I haven't glued up yet. But I am going to go ahead and get some. I'm going to do these edges in black. Gotten in the habit of just using brown all the time, and I like black too. I think that ages things. Just go on the edges just for a little something extra. You don't have to do this either. I think they look nice without any. I just like to get rid of the white edge. Yeah, that's cute. Very cute. So now I'll need to do, this one I'm going to sew all the way around before I glue it together. But that is cute, really cute. I'll sew around it and then I will glue it together. That's cute. Those edges done. Get this out of the way. But that is the Ranger Archival Ink Permanent and Waterproof Jet Black. Here's some that I did make. Let's see if I have one that's not. I don't have one that's not sewn. This one isn't sewn yet, so you can see what it looks like when it's not sewn. But this is 4 inches by 4.5 inches. And here's one I did sew. Get a little, this is why I wanted it to be 4 inches, because it's just a little bit bigger than my pretty little tags that I made. See? So cute. This goes in there. And these are going to be glued right down to the page. Or, but this one's white on, this one is blank on the back, so I could stamp on it. I could use my lines stamp and stamp lines on it and put that inside of a pocket. That would be cute too. Do the same thing on that. But yeah, isn't that so cute? I'll go ahead and put some in here. This one I sewn around the edges. And let's see. This one is cute too. This one has words on the back of it. It can be glued straight down to a journal page or used to put in a pocket of a pocket. But that's why I did this size, because they fit perfectly in there. So cute. It's another one. Just grabbing for the bird. Oh, it's so cute. This one I did reinforce because it just seemed really like it was going to tear. If you can see inside, I don't know if you can see inside that right there. The washi tape, I reinforced it with some washi tape. Just that back piece. That's so cute. And this one, I have started using the scraps on it. I used scraps on the top and the bottom. I had some washi tape that was really short, so I just used the scraps. Let's put this one in there. They're so cute. Very simple. Just 2 pages of 2 book pages glued together, and 1 little piece of pretty paper on the front. But you could decorate them and really go to town, but I think they're really pretty just like they are. And then this one does not have any sewing on the edges, but it's just as pretty. I think I glued the edges. Did I glue the edges? No, I haven't glued the edges, but we'll see what it looks like with something in it. See, it looks just fine. It's cute. It's cute. Back in there. There we go. They're so cute, so easy to make, and very inexpensive. Thank you for watching. My name is Bex with Black Whisper Crafts. Have a wonderful day.